Right, I don't know if you can see everything on there. Let's have a look. Probably need to move this saw out a little bit. Right, so we're just going to get set up now for this video. We are going to trim down the piece that we made the other day. I know I've been saying I'm not going to do it, but I am going to do it. I'm going to do it today. It's gone a bit dark. We've got a storm coming in the UK. I'm not feeling it right now, but I do want to finish off these couple of videos that I promised everyone I'm going to do today. So let's just crack on now. I'm just going to tidy up a bit. I don't want stuff in my way today. I want to make sure that everything is nice and safe when we're working with saws. No one's jumped on yet. All right, we'll wait a couple of minutes. Right. So we've got to plug her in, which I will do now. Out a smidge. There. Is this piece going to be big enough? We don't know yet. That's all that bothers me. There she blows. Lovely stuff. Right, so we're just getting the saw set up now, ready for this live. I'll just move that to there. I hope everyone can see everything that's going on here. Lovely stuff. Right. So what we are planning to do right now, we've chucked a couple of coats of oil on a board. I would like to cut this board now. Now I was going to do it with a guide rail, and I was going to do it with my guide rail square, but sadly my van has gone in to a garage for a load of work that I wanted done on it over this Christmas holidays, and I haven't got my guide rail square. So we're going to square up on the CS50. We're going to get set up. We're going to send this through the CS50. We're going to square each side up on here. We will cut one side first, then we'll spin around, and that's what side we'll work off, going around in a circle, making sure we can keep this as square as possible. So I'll just get this set up now, and we're ready to go then. What did I need to do this? There was something I wanted to do then, which I've forgotten about. Right, I know what I'm looking for. Where to did I put it? Is it over here? Or did I put it in here? Here we go. Should have got everything ready again before I went live, shouldn't I? There we go. So that is that. That will sit on there. And then we can cut that there. Right, lovely. That's all plugged in. I'll just put one dust extraction on. We won't bother with the two. Pop that on there. Lift that there. Lovely stuff, that's out of the way. Move this. How is everyone doing anyway? Is everyone okay? You all getting ready for your New Year's Eve? Where's my ear defenders gone? There they are. Right. So it's going to be a bit noisy now when we start this saw, so just be prepared. Once I fire it up, it's going to be loud. I am going to go and grab the right dust extraction attachment for this saw, because I just seen sawdust firing out of the bottom. I don't want a mess. Get out of the way. Pop that on there. I'm just going to jump around here now and get this set up. Shouldn't have really done it with the one hose. Come boy. That's him. That's falling off there. Nothing goes right on camera, does it? Right. I think we're all ready now. I'll just get my ear defenders in and then we can start cutting this board up then and sizing it to the size that we would like. And then we can router the edge on there and I can get it all varnished up today then. Here goes. Let's try that. Right, so we've cut all four corners now. We've squared him up. How are you, Pin? Are you all right? How's it going? All right? Right, anyway, so we have cut all four corners now. All right, we've got a bit of blowout on the back end. So we're going to sand the blowout off. Then we're going to router the edges. And then we're going to make this piece look pretty. So I'm going to bring you in a bit closer now so you can see me working on the table. Don't know if you can see that. Tell me if you can't. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right, so I'm just going to jump around here now. Put these pieces aside. Pop that off there. Chuck that down there out of my way a sec. I do need to swap hoses over, mind. So all I'm going to do now is sand this bit of rough off the edge here. I haven't got my dust extractor now, so I'm just going to go and grab that. We're going to change hoses over quickly, because we're in a bit of a nightmare by how about then. And this is the awkward thing about being on this live, alright? When you've got too many tools at the same time you need to use, there's not enough space on these ones. Right, so pop that under there out the way. I'll just get the right hose on this saw now. Pop out of there. Chuck the right hose on. What do I do with that? There it is. Pop that in there. Right, lovely stuff. Now I'm ready to rock and roll again. Right, so let's get back to what we were trying to do. So, like I said, we sent this piece through the saw. We've got a little bit of blowout on the back end, so all we're going to do now is sand the blowout. And once we have sanded the blowout, we will spin them around and router the edge. Right, we've sanded that now, so now we can crack on with some routering. Let me sort this camera out. Ideally, I need to be parking this saw away. What's your favourite colour? Blue, I would say. I am a fan of blue, I'm not going to lie. Right, so let me just put this down nice and flat on here. I will just grab my router. This should already be preset from yesterday. Never have these hanging out to your hoodies. I shouldn't have been really wearing this hoodie. I should have put my works one on. Now we're all fully set. We're going to route the edges now. So all I'm doing with this, I'm just going to put a chamfer on you. I'm a fan of the chamfers. I don't mind round over as well. So we're just going to edge this timber now. And it's going to look nice and pretty. What have we said that? That router didn't like that then. It is quite a fresh blade on there. She is quite new, but we are cutting through all the end grain of the timber. So you never get a nice clean cut when you're doing that. It's turned out quite nice. So I'll just sand this now and then I will show you, because we've got a few burn marks on there, which is common. It's not a problem. So we will lightly sand this now and then I can show you what it looks like. And we'll get a bit of oil on there then, and that's the finished product. Well, that's my first attempt anyway. Right, I didn't really want to be sanding that. A little bits of fray out here and there, but it's turned out quite nice actually. So there's the board, there's the edge lock. See, we just routed a chamfer on there. Nothing fancy, nice and simple. Isaac, yes, we are working on the project we started yesterday. Funny enough, I think we started this piece on Saturday, this one. I think this was Saturday's work, this one. So yeah, it's looking nice. I like it. You know what I mean? I can chuck a couple of coats of varnish on you quickly now because I have marked it up a little bit. I think I'll just re-sand this face and we'll go from there then. But yeah, it's looking nice, isn't it? Don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but if you do like it, give us a like, give us a subscribe. You know what I mean? This is new to me, doing this sort of work that I'm making right here. This is my first attempt. It's not perfect. See for yourself. But it does look nice. I like it. See? She's not perfect, but it's a good start. Not bad for first attempt, if I do say so myself. Right, let me get this resanded on you now. I can get a nice coat of varnish on you, and then we can see what it looks like on the edges and everything. I'll try and clean up these edges a little bit. I've got a few burn marks in there, which I need to get rid of. They're winding me up a bit. But apart from that, it is looking a really nice board. She's nice and flat. I'm happy with that. There's no movement, so that's a good thing. So I made sure it's all nice and flat, so I'm happy with that. But obviously there's a little bit of work I'd like to do on the next one, keeping the same colour timber, and I'll get a better result then. So let's sand and oil. Look really nice, I like it. You know what, I think that's the actual grain of the wood. Yeah, I'm looking at it straight on, that's the grain of it, that's cool, I like it. Wait till you see this now. This looks absolutely awesome. I'm absolutely loving it now. I love the fact the way all this goes down there and comes around the front. It is lovely. I love it. That is absolutely beautiful. I do like it a lot. Right, so here it is. Right, for those of you who's watching, this is the board we made on a live. Alright, we made this on Saturday. We started off with strips of timber. Then we glued all the strips of timber together. Got a nice edge going on there now. Can you see it on the video? Don't know if you can see it. Does anyone like it? There we go. So that's it. That's the board we made. We done this. We started this project on Saturday. We are now Tuesday. Obviously, we glued all the strips of wood together on the Saturday, didn't we? Once we glued them all together, then we put them at a 45-degree angle. Then we set all them through the saws. We planed them all flat. Then we cut them at a 45-degree angle. And then we come up with this, which we got here. Then we had a chevron style board. Then we sent the chevron through the planers. We then cut across here square. We then cut this into 30mm strips. Then we spun each strip around. We reversed them. And when we glued all that together, we come up with one of these, which is the squared sort of chevron-y board we made on there. And then obviously we've taken them out of the clamps. We've sanded them, we've planed them, and that's the end result on this board. So yeah, like and subscribe if you see what you see. I know this board isn't perfect. This is my first attempt. I am going to perfect it. This is made out of oak and ash. Does look very nice. It's not chopping board or nothing like that. We're not going to use it. But I think what I'm going to do now, instead of putting the varnish on, we've been using a lot of varnish. We're not going to treat this board with any varnish. We're going to put some Osmo oil on here because it does look great on timber, the Osmo oil. This ain't going to be subject to any water or anything like that. So I think we'll pop a bit of Osmo on here. We'll get a close-up on the camera and then we'll see what that looks like then. Alright, right, so let me grab the oil now, get the tin open, we'll cut a bit of sponge and we'll just apply a little bit of Osmo just to see what it looks like. So when I'm applying Osmo oil, all I use, it is a good oil. This stuff doesn't like water. So if we've got somewhere we've got a bit of water present, don't use it. I don't recommend that. So what have I done to my screwdriver? To apply this oil, all I use is a bit of sponge. A brand new bit of sponge. It would help if I had my Stanley knife here, but I'll just cut a piece off of a Stanley blade. I'm only looking for a bit of sponge, that's all, just to lay this Osmo oil. So I'll just quietly cut a piece of this now. Nothing fancy. Doesn't need to look pretty, the sponge. So I'll just cut a piece of this off now. Get him off, that is. Right, we got ourselves a bit of sponge. Just pop that aside, pop that there. So, applying the Osmo oil is a simple procedure. You just dip the oil, well, the sponge in the oil. Stop muddling my words up. I'm going to move the camera now so you can see everything tidy, alright? There we go, that's all mixed up in there. Oh, I'm falling over stuff there, see, I should have tidied up. Right, just get this in focus here. Right. me see if you can see. Right, you should be able to see now. Right, can everyone see that board tidy on here now? All I can see is whoever's been commenting on you. Right. Mix your oil, get your oil ready. This is an Osmo oil, like I said. I know we're not chatting a lot today. I'm being a bit quieter, I don't know why. Dip your oil, your sponge in your oil. Alright, and you just apply it to your timber. This stuff does take 16 hours to dry, mind. Alright. Just apply it on with your sponge to all your edges. It will make them pop. I need to do the back as well, so I'll have to get my paint points now. Should have done the back first. But luckily enough, this takes 16 hours to dry. See? Look at that. How's that looking? Do you like it? I do. That's looking lovely, that. Give us a like and subscribe if you like what you see. Obviously, we'll be doing more lives. There's plenty of other content coming. I'm just going to rub this over now with this sponge. And then what I do with the sponge, I just spin him around and I take the excess off of the dry side there. And that's how I apply an Osmo oil. Let me just get some paint points by her now. Because ideally, I should have oiled the back first. So I've got these lovely things. Pop them in there. That way then we don't damage our face. Pop these by here. And then we can get this oiled up. Right. Just got a bit of oil. Let all this stuff soak in. I don't think it soaks in, see, I honestly think it sits on there. Now everything's wobbling about on me. Don't know if you can see on there. Spin them around, then I can sort out my face. Lovely stuff. You know what? I think those paint points have scratched that then. Anyway, I can always sand this off tomorrow and refinish it. I'm just testing 2 different finishes on this board. We've done the varnish, now we've done the Osmo. I need to leave this Osmo 16 hours to dry before I see the final results. I'm not going to lie, I do like the Osmo. The finish is bloody gorgeous, but it doesn't like water. Look at that, can you see that on camera? That is looking absolutely fabulous. I need to go and clean my hands now. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll leave that on there. I'll leave you decide for yourself. Put in the comments if you like the board or not. Tell me if you hate the board. Marks out of 10, first attempt. Don't know if you're interested in making something like this. Check out my other content. You'll see more of how to do woodworking and tips and tricks. Obviously, stay tuned to my lives. I will try and accommodate everyone, answer your comments and questions. But that's looking absolutely beautiful if you ask me. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Thank you. Right, I'm going to go and wash my hands, but there now. I'll come back. Maybe we can do something else. So when you're using these oils, the best thing to have are these Wonder Wipes. I don't know if you buy these or use these yourselves. These are absolutely great. They do sell another make called the Big Wipe. These are the Wonder Wipes. I do love them. I think they're awesome wipes. I prefer them to the Big Wipes and all that other nonsense. These are about £6 a tube and they're absolutely awesome. And they got to taken off wet silicone and all of that nonsense as well. So anyway, if you like what you see, like I said, please like this video. Please like and subscribe. There's loads of other content on my channel. We will progress on making these boards that we've been making. I think they look nice. I think they're different. I don't know if I haven't seen these squared ones before, but there we go. Nice little board. Maybe you can make a gift for your mother, your missus, you know what I mean? The kids. Something to remember you by. Happy days. Right, thank you for jumping on this live anyway. I think we've been doing all right. We've had quite a few people on here. Not so many commenting this time. I think people have actually been watching this time. We've had no arguments on here, which has been great. We don't like the fighting and the arguing and the bullying on there. I'm not a fan of that. I will be jumping back on tomorrow if any of you are interested. I haven't decided what we're doing tomorrow yet. We have got a couple of boards to finish, like I said. So maybe we'll get them finished up. Maybe we'll get some more boards oiled up. Or maybe I can come up with some sort of idea of recutting off these squares and maybe add something in between. I don't know. I'll have a little think. I'll come up with something for you. And we'll jump back on and get another live. Because I'm back in work on Monday. So we'll only be doing weekly lives then. I'll see you on the next video. Ta-ra all. Ta-ra.